What's up, people? We got another episode of AskFP. This is Brian Mazique, aka Franchise Play. Let's jump right into this. Questions, a lot of NBA2K, WWE, even MLB the Show, and some other stuff. So let's go. What we got? First, Melvin Daniels. Melvin dunks on you. Says, how many minutes do you play to get realistic scoring stats? And have a blessed day. And thank you too, Melvin. He's talking about NBA 2K. I play 9-minute quarters. If I'm playing against somebody, I play All-Star, Simulation, and I turn off the shooting shot meter, because people are basically mastering that timing thing and making all types of contested shots. It's easier if you do that, and I get realistic scores and everything. Sheffield McField says, I can't assign player roles in NBA 2K15. Where do I find that option in MyLeague and MyGM? It's not in there anymore. They took out the roles thing. I'm not exactly sure why, unless I'm missing it and somebody. I've been all through this MyLeague and MyGM thing. I haven't seen anything about assigning roles. I think they took that particular thing out. I think it wasn't serving much of a purpose, to be quite honest. So it's something that I don't miss in the game at all. So Matt Price says, is it just me or are the KD custom leg sleeves not showing up? I ain't seeing him either, Matt. I ain't seeing him either, bro. So I think it's not just you. And I know I was supposed to get the pre-order thing with the custom leg sleeves and something else, but I didn't get them. I need to hit somebody up about that. As a matter of fact, you just reminded me of that. And also, I think that initial little VC dump, I didn't go and claim that either. So I need to go do that too. So thanks, Matt. Shrek is Life says, NHL 15 now has NBC covering the games. Do you think MLB the Show will ever have ESPN, Fox, or TBS cover their games? I don't know. It's a good question. I happen to really like MLB the Show's presentation, but obviously it could be augmented by adding in one of the major networks like that. So I mean, it would be cool. I can't foresee them actually making that type of plunge, because there may be some sort of monetary investment involved with that. So they killing the game already. So I don't know if they'd do that. Roman says, do you develop hotspots over time in my career? And if so, how long does it take to get them? You the man. You're the man, Roman. You're the man. You don't develop hotspots. You can earn the badges as you go through your My Career by doing things and doing certain things and leveling up and getting attributes and that sort of thing, but you don't get hotspots. Yeah, that's that. I don't know why. Or you know what? Maybe you do, but they haven't ever talked about that, and I haven't seen it happen in my experience. Tony Trinkle Jr. says, how do I get to edit player screen? Do you have a start in MyLeague first? He can't seem to find it. No, you don't. See, a lot of people trying to do things within MyLeague, and you don't do any of your roster stuff for the most part within MyLeague. It's better to do it first. So you go to the main menu, you go to options and features, you slide over to like roster creator, and you just go to edit a roster. You can get in that way. That's the best way to get in to edit the players, and that's also the best time to edit them. You do it first, and then you go into MyLeague. Jalen Cook says, that I am the commentator in NBA 2K15. Wait a minute. Oh, I got it. He says, is the commentary in 2K15 better than in NBA 2K14, or is it the same? It's really about the same, Jalen. I mean, they got some new scripts, which I thought was impressive, seeing though Steve Kerr's now the head coach of the Warriors, but for the most part, it's the same, which to me was still good. Shrek is Life is back. He says, I feel like MLB the Show is restricted. What do you think of hope will be added in future versions? First and foremost, I want Create a Ballpark. Create a Ballpark would be absolutely awesome. The servers for Diamond Dynasty should need to get better. But shoot, we can say that just about on every game except for like Madden. Madden has great servers. People never give them credit for that, but they do. But yeah, Create a Ballpark is the main thing that I want to see. Jay under oath 334 says, is there a way to tell 2K not being able to equip headbands and tattoos to my creative players, and I don't mean my player? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am working on a list to give them for just some suggestions. I don't know how much of it can be patched or whatever, but while they were trying to get the server thing together, we had to kind of pump our brakes on that. So I'm going to be revisiting that, and that's one of the things I was going to ask about, as well as like goggles and stuff too. I think that would be dope. Wade County says, do I mind telling him what jump shot I gave Reggie Miller because it looked great? Thank you, Wade. His jump shot is release timing normal, shooting form 45, Jump shot base 17, fadeaway is a 4. So that's it for Reggie Miller. As a matter of fact, Reggie Miller is one of the ones I'm most proud of out of all the legends that I made so far. I made some other ones that was pretty tight, but the Reggie, I felt real good about that. I felt good about myself after that. Gregory Francis says, question for you. I created players can I put them in my league mode? I said, yes. He says, how? This is kind of what I was leading to first. Go options features, go to roster editor or roster creator. You go to edit a roster. If you haven't already started a roster, you'll have to just pick the official 2K roster to start off. That's when you go in, anybody that you've created. If you scroll over with the left LB1 or the L1 button, you'll be able to see anybody you created. You'll be able to click on them, assign them to a team, put them in free agency, all of that from there. Then once you start your MyLeague, MyGM, you upload the roster that you created. So that's how you do it. Nathan Shadid says, my question is, since you have PS4, will your draft class be available for Xbox as well? Which I'm really already thinking no. Unfortunately, Nate, yeah, that's the case, man. What I'm thinking about doing is going back over and kind of showing the screens in case somebody wants to create them. But I'm on PS4 for 2K, so that's that. Jalen says, are you going to play be a pro or be a GM or not play NHL 15 at all? I'm not going to do a series on be a pro or be a GM, but it's funny you said that, Jalen, because tomorrow, which is October 15th, I was thinking about live streaming myself playing against somebody in NHL 15. So anybody wants to play that game with me, hit me up. My gamer tag is franchise play on Xbox. I'm looking for a game. Y'all probably going to beat me, but I'm looking for it anyway. Tom Shields says, you mentioned there would be age editing in my league in a vid, but reports are it's not an option. Did they not add it? It is in there actually, but this is kind of going back into that thing again. The editing of rosters for 2K should be done before you start your MyLeague. You go in there, I can change anything about any player, age, height, weight. You can even change their names. So I can make Derrick Rose name Billy Bathgate if I want to, whatever. But that's where you do it. Nathan Shadid says, can you send me your formula for your creation of the draft class? Because I want to do it on Xbox One. So he's going ahead talking about what I'm talking about. In terms of for a formula, though, I didn't really have much of a formula this year like I did last year. I have a formula, and I base it off of their statistics, and I kind of compare them. So Reggie Miller shot 41% from three-point range. I find somebody else who shot 41% from three-point range that's rated in the game this year. Hopefully they have around the same amount of three-point attempts, and I kind of base it off of that. But there's a lot of new ratings in 2K this year, so I had to revamp or redo some of the formulas. So I guess long story short, that it's a little bit complicated. So Raul Chavez Ibarra says, in your opinion, which is a better game on the court, NBA 2K15 for Xbox One and PS4, NBA 2K12 for last gen? 2K15 is a better game on the court to me. The ball is more live. The gameplay is much more realistic to me, even though there's a couple still things with clipping and pass through here and there that I don't like, and a slight weird thing happens with the ball here and there, but not as much caun animations, much more control over your guy to me. Javon says, if you have the time, can you please answer this question? I'm right here, dog. Is there a way to change your nickname on your creative player? No, unfortunately. That's another thing I'm adding to the list. I'm going to ask to see if they can put that in there, because if you create somebody, his nickname will be Big Baby Cakes, Little Baby Cake Man or something, and I never named nobody Little Baby Cake Man, but they might give you that. I don't like it, so no, you can't do it. Jalen Cook, how many creative superstars can you have in WWE 2K15? Nobody knows yet except for those people. I was gonna sneak and find out, Jalen. I was when I went to Florida to the WWE Performance Center, but I was like, I ain't want to get put out or nothing, because that was one of my main questions. They didn't want anybody looking at the creative suite yet. Information on that should be coming out shortly, but I'm gonna say this, Jalen, I'm scared that it ain't gonna be what we want it to be. I'll be honest with you. Big Kev says, do you have a timetable for your roster? Don't want to keep asking you every day, bro. What up, brother? I got you. He's talking about Ultimate Legends roster, because me and him, I think we game similar. So I don't have a timetable yet. Honestly, I'm doing 150 legends, but you see, I'm trying to turn them out kind of fast, and I'm putting 3 an episode, so I'm going as fast as I can. I think I'll be done by the All-Star break, but that's why I'm doing some other series just in case, because not just in case, but so I'm not just stagnant. So Brandon Cage says, other than the service, is there anything that's disappointing you about 2K15, or you feel like it's lacking anything? I would love to create a team option for Myleague. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm disappointed about something. That stuff is like a nice to have, not so much such a need to have. But yeah, man, if the servers are tight on that game, I mean, wow, it's really dope. Alex Bankalicious says, I know he isn't exactly a legend, but I would love to see an Orlando Magic Tracy McGrady. Oh, you please believe it. Please believe Tracy McGrady's on my list. If you want to see the list of the legends that's coming in my Ultimate Legends series, check out the description in any of those videos, I think except for the first one. I got the whole list there, so you even can know who's coming next. I can't remember what number Tracy McGrady is, but T-Mac is for sure coming. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm creating guys and I'm not putting T-Mac in there. Yo, it's coming. So that's this episode of AskFP. I appreciate y'all watching as well as asking me. Keep using that hashtag or start using it. Subscribe, follow. Peace.